Welcome to Asian Anifacts, the channel about Chinese, Korean and Taiwanese actors and actresses. Today I will show you the lists of dramas of Ken Chu, Part 2, which includes the romance drama Meteor Rain, romance comedy, Marmalade Boy, and romance drama Come to My Place. But before I continue, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on who do want me to feature next. Meteor Rain 2002. Cast: Ken Chu, Rainy Yang, Edward O, Jerry Yen, Vic Zhou, Van Ness Wu. He played Shi Men, one of the members of the famous F4, with his other three best friends who were heir to a rich and powerful family like himself. Among the members of F4, Shi Men was known for being a playboy. One day, he met and developed a friendship with Xiaoyu, the best friend of the girlfriend of one of his friends. Xiaoyu was a college student and former part-time employee at a bakery, together with her best friend from high school who got involved in the famous F4 members, as her best friend became the girlfriend of one of the F4 members. Xiaoyu and her family immigrated to Canada after Shi Men spent the whole day together. Shi Men was stunned at first when he saw that Xiaoyu returns to Taiwan, but pleased and agrees to meet her later. One of Shi Men's best friend told Xiaoyu to meet Shi Men at the club that night. Shi Men tried to hide his feelings to Xiaoyu, so he flirted with other girls when he saw that she arrives. Shi Men offends Xiaoyu by telling her that she can be more like him, but she told him that they are too different. Xiaoyu was annoyed by Shi Men's behavior, so she decided to flirt with the guy that had approached her when she arrived. Shi Men felt jealous and dragged Xiaoyu away from the club and decided to tell her about his first love. In the flashback, Shi Men's childhood friend would constantly visit his home to cheer him up or to share some new snacks that she saw in the store, even though he was with other girls. One day, Shi Men receives a voicemail from his childhood friend asking him to meet her at a building at 5 in the morning. Shi Men immediately decides against going and spends the night in the arms of another woman. Next morning, Shi Men's childhood friend is waiting for him at his home. Upon seeing Shi Men, she asked him if he received her voicemail. Shi Men admit to her voicemail, but he has date that night and it was so early so he could not go to the building. Shi Men offered her to have a breakfast in their house and passed her, but she did not respond and started to cry and tells him simply goodbye. She stopped visiting Shi Men at their house, but she sends him a note explaining her feelings. A year later, Shi Men saw his childhood friend on the street happily walking with a guy he didn't know. Shi Men finishes his story and expresses his regret about not knowing what his childhood friend wanted him to see, hoping his story will make Xiaoyu give up on pursuing him as they once again parts ways. Later, one of the members of F4 attempts to get Shi Men to admit he has feelings for Xiaoyu. Shi Men, however, refuses to disclose anything, instead saying that he already has plans to avoid her. 4:30 in the morning, Shi Men, who was still chatting with one of his F4 best friend, was found by Xiaoyu, who immediately grabs him and rushes to a building. Shi Men and Xiaoyu arrive just before the sun rises. In the distance, the sun's glare on a building it allows a sign to be read as Shi Men, my beloved. Shi Men starts to cry as he comprehends the words that his childhood friend longed for him to know. Shi Men thanks Xiaoyu and Xiaoyu returned once again in Canada. Marmalade Boy 2002. Cast: Ken Chu, Stella Huang, Zheng Guoqing, Kelly Kwa, Tang Jiwei, and Ai Shujun. He played Song Puyu, a perfect boy, cool, handsome, has a high IQ and is versatile in sports. His parents decided to get divorced and exchange partners with a couple that they met in Hawaii. Guangxi is a lively and lovely high school girl who lives an ordinary and simple life every day, until her parents announced their divorce and wanted to marry on another couple that they meet on their vacation. Song Puyu politely greeted his future parents and stepsister upon meeting them and voiced out that he is happy for parents' decision as long as they are happy. Which was different from Guangxi's reaction, as she finds it weird and inappropriate, as she doesn't want to be away from her parents and doesn't want to choose between them. The parents then decided to live together in the same house together with their children, which caused Song Puyu to be transferred to the same school as Guangxi. Because of his personality, Song Puyu easily gains attraction from the girls in the school, but Guangxi asks him to hide the fact that they live in the same house because of their parents' situation. However, as Song Puyu made his self-introduction on the class, he inadvertently revealed that he lived with Guangxi, which was envied by the school's female classmates. A year later, a ball hit Guangxi's face and she was sent to the nursery. Song Puyu rushed to visit Guangxi and upon seeing that she was sleeping, he kissed her. The next day Song Puyu eat breakfast like nothing happens and continued to tease Guangxi, but unbeknownst to him that Guangxi was only pretending to sleep when he kissed her and is now confused about him. Song Puyu's mother gave a ticket to Song Puyu and Guangxi for an amusement park, which Guangxi gratefully accepted. Song Puyu was not interested in it, but when Guangxi demanded to hand it over to her the ticket so she can give it to her friend to accompany her to the amusement park, Song Puyu refuses and agrees to come with Guangxi. In the amusement park Song Puyu and Guangxi had a pleasant day, as they rode on various rides, but Song Puyu has gastric problems and doesn't like to ride, which he tried to hide from Guangxi. Fortunately Guangxi was very happy to be in the amusement park that she failed to notice that Song Puyu was not feeling well. While taking a break they were approached by Song Puyu's ex-girlfriend and informed Guangxi of Song Puyu's current state. Guangxi apologizes to Song Puyu for her failure to notice that Song Puyu was not feeling well. But Song Puyu assures Guangxi that he is fine, and it was not her fault. Since then, Song Puyu and Guangxi gradually become closer and constantly accompany each other. However, their closeness was noticed by their classmates and friends as they began to speculate that they are dating. Song Puyu and Guangxi tried to hide their feelings for each other, but when Song Puyu experienced a crisis in his identity, Guangxi accompanied him and comforted him. Later, Song Puyu confessed to Guangxi and Guangxi also admit her feelings and they became a couple, but they hid it from their parents, fearing they might oppose their relationship. Come to my place. 2002. Cast: Ken Chu, Su Ruyun, Jerry Yen, Vic Zhou, Van Ness Wu, Fan Jiwei. He played Guang Tianjian, a music producer of a big recording company, who happened to heard Xiao Wen playing a piano in a restaurant that he visited. Xiao Wen is a music teacher for children who also played piano at a restaurant. Guang Tianjian invited Xiao Wen to his table after her performance and gave her his calling card. Guang Tianjian praised Xiao Wen and wanted her to sign a contract to his company. Guang Tianjian met Xiao Wen as she started her recording, which was closely monitored by Guang Tianjian that was very satisfied with her performance. However, when Guang Tianjian sent Xiao Wen home, they were seen by Xiao Wen's boyfriend and accused Xiao Wen of cheating with Guang Tianjian. Because of the fight Xiao Wen could not concentrate in her recording and constantly made a mistake which infuriated Guang Tianjian and causes him to scold Xiao Wen, as they have a deadline they needed to watch out. Thank you for watching.